Welcome back, scholars. Today we're going to be continuing on our two-part series, focusing on the multiplication and division portion of the math in terms of multiplying and dividing integers. Like we said, continuing off our previous concepts, that integers fall within a number line. To the right of the zero is positive, to the left of the zero is negative. Now, even though we did first part one was addition and subtraction, the multiplication and division portion of this this topic requires us to remember three different smiling faces. Call them smiling faces because they're going to be very important for us to use when we're doing this kind of math in this topic. So here they are. This is one, this is two, and this is three. These three smiling faces are very important, and you'll see them later on. But let's do one. Let's find out one example we can do is let me just pick a random one off the top of my head. 3 times 8. Now, when we are doing our math, when we're in elementary school, when we're in middle school, we at this point in this stage of your course, in this stage of the course, you should be able to be comfortable doing multiplication division. But if you don't, it's okay. But to get back on track, when we're doing our regular multiplication, our regular division, we never cared about what the signs were when we got our answers because we already know every answer is going to be positive. So 3 times 8, we already knew it was going to be 24. The same way we knew when we did 18 divided by 3. So already division. There's no need to worry about the sign. We just did, and we got the answer was 6. However, now we've reached a point now in Algebra 1 where we will not only have the numbers, we will also have the signs attached to the number. So let's do an example. Example I have here is 2, -2, -9. Fix that. In this case, you worry not only about the multiplication, like I said, but you also worry about the signs because the signs also are multiplied. 2 times 9 is the number itself, which is 18. So you have here, the answer here in the green, 18. But I'm worried about the signs now. These two guys. What will that be? In multiplication and division, looking at our smiley facing, our smiley faces tell us what the answers will be. So here in this example, a negative times a negative will give you a positive. Positive and a negative will give you here a negative. And here you have here a positive and a positive to give you another positive. So you have here a negative and a negative. So which smiley face will be used? Or which face will be used? We use this one. And what's the answer for that? It's positive. Let's do another example. Let's do it with division. Division, same instance. We do the division portion of it first. Numbers. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now here we got the signs here. Nothing in front of this 4 makes it a positive. Something in front of this makes it a negative. So we have a negative and a positive. That is negative. So the answer here, -1. Okay. Let's do a few examples of this. First, we'll start with the multiplication side. Take some time, come up with the answers for each one, and we'll go over each one of them shortly. Okay, so let's work on it together now. 8 times 3. We already know the answer is going to be 24, according to our math, regular multiplication. But a positive times a positive is this spelling face. So our answer will be positive. Next one. -5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Excuse me. And the sign is negative times positive. Put this sign here. And that answer here gave us a negative. So our answer here, -40. 4 times 12, 48. Once again, negative times positive. Sign is negative. 9 times 8, 72. Positive times a positive, positive. -4 times -5, but the first thing we do is 4 times 5, which is 20. Negative times a negative, positive. Negative times negative is positive. 3 times 7 is 21. Positive, which is in front of the 3, which we don't see, and a negative is negative. If you got all these answers, give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulate yourself because you understand how to do the multiplication portion of it. Very straightforward. Now, we'll get started with the division portion. I'll write out the questions and give yourself some time to think about them and also answer them. Why not give yourself about 10 seconds? If you have to pause the video. You can go over these questions and take your time. Don't wait just for the answers, but try to really challenge yourself to answer these questions so you can be able to do better. Okay, let's get started. 40 divided by 4 is 10. A positive divided by a positive, don't have anything in front of them, mean that the sign will remain positive. Positive 10 is the first choice. Next one. 14 divided by 7 is 2. A negative on the top divided by a negative on the bottom means that this answer will be positive. Next one. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Positive on the top divided by a negative on the bottom means the answer will be negative. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Negative on the top divided by positive on the bottom. Negative and positive means that the sign will be negative. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Negative on top divided by negative on the bottom makes this sign positive. And lastly, 20 divided by negative 10. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Positive on the top divided by a negative on the bottom would give you negative. I hope this math was straightforward in multiplication and division for integers, as this will make everything much easier for you to understand.